Did you know E.T. began life as an imaginary friend of director Steven Spielberg? A young Spielberg created the imaginary alien as a way to cope with his parents' divorce. Much later on, bored on set while directing Raiders of the Lost Ark in Tunisia, Spielberg told screenwriter Melissa Matheson about his childhood attempt to bring his friend to the screen in a project called Night Skies. In his early short film Night Skies, a group of hostile aliens terrorize a family. Matheson drew inspiration from a subplot in that idea, in which one of those aliens, who is friendly, befriends a little boy. 8 weeks later, Matheson had a first draft written of a script titled E.T. and Me. E.T. would surpass Star Wars as the highest-grossing film of all time. It would hold the global record for box office sales until it was surpassed by another Spielberg blockbuster, Jurassic Park. Why are generations of filmgoers still in love with the Reese's Pieces-loving extraterrestrial trying to go home? On the surface, there are many things that endear us to E.T. His appearance, while strange and off-putting at first, is one of the things audiences have to love about him. With his long arms and big eyes on an oddly flat head, he truly has a face that only a mother, and millions of movie lovers, could love. His love of candy is another trait that endears us to him. Throughout the film, we see him eating Reese's Pieces. His enjoyment of candy is an easy, relatable action because honestly, who doesn't love candy? E.T. is far from home, stranded on a strange planet. Much like a child, he is curious and explores the world around him. We watch in the same excitement and wonder as E.T. experiences new things. It's his curious nature that brings him to Elliot and his family, who grows to love him as we do. While there are certainly many surface things that we love about E.T., it's the deeper moral actions he demonstrates that make him one of cinema's most beloved characters. Above all else, E.T. values life. Early on, we see him bring a pot of dead flowers back to life. His desire to heal is something we see throughout the film. He heals Elliot after he accidentally cuts himself on a saw blade. E.T. even attempts to heal Elliot's brother Michael from his Halloween costume, in which he wears a fake knife through his head. Another reason E.T. is beloved is because he is resourceful and intelligent. Without any discernible way to reach out to his home planet, E.T. must create a way to communicate to a place in the far reaches of the galaxy. He is able to do that by using a speak and spell, a tin can, and a foil-lined umbrella. When it works, we come to admire him even more, as the little alien isn't just a funny little creature who accidentally got drunk once, but an incredibly smart, inventive being who won't let any obstacles stand in his way. One of the most relatable traits is his desire to get home. It's easy to engage with somebody who wants to be in the safety and familiarity of their home. But above all else, the one thing that makes E.T. so beloved is that he is a great and loyal friend. Elliot is a young boy going through a confusing and sad time in his life. Much like Spielberg, Elliot's parents are going through a divorce that has left him feeling alone. His brother and his friends don't always include him in things, and his mother is deep in her own sadness to fully recognize what Elliot is going through. When E.T. comes into Elliot's life, he suddenly has a friend who is as lonely and scared as him. Elliot is finally able to do the things that a boy his age would want to do. He shows E.T. his toys, his room, even introducing him to his siblings. They literally develop a bond that sees them sharing emotions and feelings. It's E.T.'s presence at this difficult time for Elliot that's his most important and lovable trait. E.T. has many qualities that make him an engaging character that we are able to fawn towards very quickly and easily. In creating the character of E.T., Spielberg gave us an underdog who was easy to cheer for and who stayed in memories long after the movie ended. It's easy to see why E.T. continues to capture the hearts and imaginations of new generations decades after it was released.